What happens this week is going to be one of the most important weeks for cryptocurrencies, as we have a major catalyst, which is going to decide the fate of the crypto market over the next couple of months. Cryptocurrencies have crashed. They've gone down, but just like in my video last night, I showed you that we are showing signs of a bounce. We ended up getting a little bit of a bounce, but are we going to continue going up, or are we going to go down? What's going to be happening in this video? I have all of these answers for you, so make sure you watch until the very end. I highly suggest that. Now, if you love cryptocurrency content that gets straight to the point, consider giving this video a thumb up and making some noise for the algorithm. And make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss these time-sensitive videos. Most importantly, what we can see is obviously we've already seen a major crash, a major correction, and that has happened because of fear, panic, as a reaction to the Fed minutes last week, which I've been telling you all about since it happened. So if you want more information on that, you can watch my previous videos. So ever since we've had this correction, we finally have found somewhat of a floor, somewhat of a bottom, where we are seeing some type of support that is holding us up and preventing us going further down. And in addition to that, we're actually seeing green. So a lot of cryptocurrencies are green over the last 24 hours. And especially Bitcoin is looking very good. Ethereum is looking good. A lot of the altcoins are looking good. Shiba Inu is looking good, Matic, and so forth. But here is the thing. Bitcoin is starting to look more bullish as far as this little recovery is concerned compared to a lot of altcoins, which is very interesting. So when there's a lot of fear and panic out there, you will see a lot of people buying Bitcoin more, and then they start selling off altcoins, especially after big pumps of what we have experienced. So it's just something very interesting. We're going to take a note of it. We're going to watch it. But what is really driving the market is obviously Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke down. Bitcoin crashed. And that's why we were seeing a very significant correction. But Bitcoin, along with a lot of coins, are recovering. We're seeing a double bottom here on the 4-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour time frame, and even longer time frames. I'm going to show you the RSI. We're getting a pretty bullish cross on the RSI. That's the 4-hour time frame right there. Let's take a look at the 6-hour. The 12-hour is almost about to cross. And of course, we're seeing the daily time frame. Potentially in a couple of days, if we do continue going up, probably see a bottom here. So on major time frames, most time frames, we are seeing indications of bottom or some type of momentum change from bearish to bullish. Now, this could certainly be the case, but I also must warn you all, there is still a lot of fear and panic out there, which can bring prices down further. So do be aware of that. But most importantly, we have Friday, the PCE numbers come out, which release information regarding inflation, whether it's going up or down. And based on what comes out in that report, if it shows inflation slowing down like the previous CPI, we're going to get a very strong bullish reaction. If it shows inflation is not coming down, we're obviously going to have a bearish reaction, but it is extremely unlikely that the PCE numbers, which are almost identical to CPI a lot of times, are going to come out bearish or showing that inflation is still going up, because there was a massive dip from the month of June to July with inflation. We saw a massive dip, a slowing, a top, or a peaking out. And that's going to be very similar, most likely, in the PCE numbers coming out Friday, which is going to reflect inflation is coming down, which is another piece of strong data that the Fed uses to discern whether they should be raising interest rates or slowing rates, whatever they should be doing. And when the Fed when the Fed gets more information, this PCE is going to be very important. It's going to give them more information to go off of. When it comes to raising interest rates, they're going to raise interest rates less, which means that cryptos are going to go up, and it's also going to bring the US dollar down. The US dollar, the DXY, is continuing to pump, and when this thing pumps, cryptos go down. It's just how it works, because the DXY is the US dollar compared to all the currencies around the world. And when the US dollar is going up, people sell off risk assets like cryptocurrencies, tech stocks, growth stocks, and much more. So as of right now, we are also seeing some supportive structure like inverse head and shoulders trying and attempting to play out here this evening, most likely in the next 24 hours. If we are going to be bullish, we're going to get a break out of this inverse head and shoulders, which you will see in mostly every single crypto chart. And we could get a pretty decent move. Now, I do believe if we do get a decent move or a decent bounce, that is probably going to continue at least for a couple of days this week. I still believe we're kind of bearish. There's a lot of bearish momentum and fear and panic in the markets. I do believe that this could just be a bearish retracement where we can get somewhat of a bounce before heading back down until these PCE numbers come out and help us to break out of this bearish pattern, which we are kind of in right now. We're on the smaller time frames. We are in a small downtrend, and it is quite strong. So we need to break this downtrend, and that can happen with the PCE numbers coming very bullish and a lot of things. So as of right now, there's going to be analysts and traders and investors also. They're going to be anticipating potentially bullish news and information out there. And if there's a lot of analysts that say the PCE numbers are going to show this slowing of inflation, we could probably see a rally leading up a couple days or a day before the PCE numbers actually come out. And then on the PCE numbers, we can actually get more of a bullish push upwards. So in conclusion, we're seeing some signs of a bounce, okay? But it's not extremely bullish. And obviously the charts, we are in a downtrend, so we are having lower lows and lower highs. And this right here is showing us a sign that we might actually begin to bounce and recover from this range, but it might not be the case. We can head down very, very fast, as we have seen this previous week, and start going back down further and continuing this downtrend. That's certainly a possibility, which we will be watching for. I will be making videos and also updates in my Patreon to let you know if that is going to be the case. But as of right now, it's looking like we're going to get somewhat of a relief bounce, somewhat of a relief rally. So we will see. But honestly, we have the stock futures open. The NASDAQ is red right now. We have the S&P down and the DXY is going up. This might not always be the whole move that's going to be taking place over the next 24 hours, but it is indicative, or it's giving us an indication that stocks might be red again tomorrow and the DXY is going to continue going up. And if that is to be the case, it's most likely going to pull cryptos down. But since they have sold off so fast and so much, it is very likely that we're going to get somewhat of a relief rally and bounce, which we already have experienced, but it could be more. We could bounce further up more before continuing to head down. So a couple scenarios, we're just watching for them. And by the end of this week, there's going to be a lot more volatility in what we're experiencing right now. And most likely, it is going to be bullish. We're going to have bullish volatility. It might not happen. Just like last week, it didn't play out as we thought it was going to happen. And it's the same for many, many traders and investors. They were all, including myself, expecting the Fed to react somewhat dovish or bullish compared to what they actually did. Now, if you want to get access to the most profitable traders on the internet, follow all of my exact trades, go ahead and join tier 3 in the Patreon. The link is in my video description, where you also get access to constant market updates to let you know when to buy and sell at all times. And we have a crypto trading group called the Whales Group. Highly recommend joining that. It's included in tier 3, as there's a whole bunch of crypto traders in there as well. And also, do not forget to claim your $5,000 deposit bonus over on Bybit. It is a crypto trading platform, the cheapest fees out there. And also, you can long and short the market, making money when the market's going up or down. But you can have a $5,000 deposit bonus by just using the link in my video description. And also, if you want to learn how to trade to make 1% to 2% every single day trading cryptocurrencies, I have a course and mentoring program to get you to that level. If you're interested, go ahead and apply with the link in my video description.